and we did that with my catechism yesterday. We broke down the power of salvation, and that's just the first step, is believing that Jesus Christ was sent by God, died on the cross for our sins, rose again on the third day, and literally paved the way for us to have what we have now with God, reuniting us with Him. But there's a lifestyle shift that has to happen. There are choices that we have to begin to make that look like God, walk like God, speak like God, move like God, make decisions like God, seeking Him in every moment. Sometimes I seek Him literally like, how should I wear my hair today? I do that just because I want to get even more comfortable in every season of hearing His voice, even when everything around me is loud and obnoxious. I do the little moments of seeking Him to make sure that when the big moments come, I don't miss His voice. Things that don't even really matter to Him, I ask Him anyways what to wear, what time should I get to that event, Lord? What time should I go? What church should I go to this Sunday? Because He sends me all over the place. Should I take the speaking engagement? Should I not? Should I go to this girls group or should I not? I ask Him the littlest things because when the big things come, I want His voice to be so distinct that I don't miss the moments, the divine moments of my life with God. Because I always say, you make yourself available to one thing, you make yourself unavailable to something else.
There it is.
So, the same thing in Beauty for Ashes is owning where God is calling you, where He is sending you. No matter if it's comfortable or not, no matter if it looks different or not, no matter if it's in another country or not, going where He's calling you to go and changing the face of the kingdom in that atmosphere. Whether it's at your home, your job, it doesn't matter. That's a part of the Beauty for Ashes process. It's literally becoming every inch of who God says you are. The breakdown for beauty. B, boundless, no more bondage. E, elevation. It's time to go higher. No more staying here, only going here. A, assessment. Evaluate those around you. That's a part of the beauty process. I know you guys are like, oh, we shouldn't talk about makeup today? Absolutely not. Talk about makeup. We have tutorials on YouTube for that. Beauty is more than just beauty. It's boundless, being boundless, elevating, assessing. You, unapologetic. Unapologetically owning you is the you. That's a part of beauty. T, truth in transformation. And transparency, you just said. So truth and transformation and transparency. Being truthful with your who, what, when, where, how, and why. Being truthful and transforming out of your who, where, what, how, and why that does not identify with what God is saying concerning you. And being transparent with, no matter if you want to receive what God is saying or not, knowing that what He's saying is so, it is written. And then you got to let that thing go. This last thing is the eagle story. I know I'm way past my time, aren't I? Yes, I am. Okay, I knew it. You guys gotta like wave me, clap, like something, like do a dance. So I'll close out with these affirmations. But the eagle story. I've been on a sabbatical lately as God is taking me through a season of preparation and restoration and divine encounters with Him. And I was running at the track I feel like that was last week. Yeah, last week, like Friday. I was ready at the track. And out of nowhere, like, I always see eagles outside of my high-rise in downtown LA, like always, like random, like an eagle, 2 eagles, 3 eagles, like all the time. I'm like, how do eagles come in the city? This is crazy. But He used to speak to me from it with Isaiah 40:31. And then, this day that wait upon the Lord shall mount from wings of eagles. They shall run not go weary, they shall walk and not faint. That's my words since I was a kid. So, what happened is, an eagle showed up out of nowhere. And it started soaring. Literally, I don't know where it came from. But it was soaring, but it was lower than what... How many of you guys know that eagles actually can die if they come down a certain altitude? They can't live beneath their certain altitude. They cannot. They can only come down for food, they have to go right back up. So there was an eagle that came down lower than what usually I've ever seen an eagle. And I was like, why are you down here? Like, I literally said that. When I saw it, I filmed it, I had the recording after, I said, why are you down here? You're not supposed to be down this low. Guess what happens? While it was soaring low, they don't flop either, they just soar. It's so beautiful. They're so huge, so beautiful. Wasn't flopping, just soaring, but it was soaring low. And I'm like, why are you down here? As soon as I said that, guess what happened? 2 crows came. And the crows, I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. I've never seen an eagle attacked. 2 crows came, and they have to do this every 5 seconds just to get anywhere. They can't fly that high. And these crows are flapping, 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 flapping. And one's above the eagle, one's beneath it. One crow is trying to snip it, the eagle spins. Snipping its wings, they're trying to snatch its wings. The other one comes up, the eagle spins. I was like, what? And I'm literally in the video like, leave the eagle alone. I'm like talking to, leave it alone. Because I love eagles, have always spoken to me. I'm like, leave it alone. And I started speaking in tongues and everything. I'm not joking. It was literally like a divine Holy Spirit encounter. I was like, leave it alone. I don't want to see it like going in and praying for the eagle. And I'm like, why are you guys bothering him? Leave him alone. I felt crazy, but I didn't care. And I said, you basic birds, why are you going after the eagle? And then I said, eagle, why are you soaring so low? You don't belong down here. The crows would have never been able to harass that eagle if the eagle was not below its altitude. And they wore him out. They chased him and were wearing him out. And after a while, I couldn't see anymore in the video. Like, where'd they go? And then later on, as I'm running, whatever, still frustrated because I'm like, I hope the eagle's okay. I hope the eagle's okay. Then I see one crow return, basic bird flying, playing with another crow. And then the other one comes back and sits down on the track. And I finished my workout, and I'm walking by and I'm filming it, and I'm speaking so mean to this crow. And I'm like, you're so basic. I was like, why would you do that to that eagle? I'm not joking. I know you guys probably think I'm crazy, but literally it was a moment because I was speaking to that crow for every single person in this room. You are not to be attacked and accept the attacks of this world and the enemy, all because of maybe you had a moment where you were stooping down lower than where you were called to be. You do not accept the rejection and the attack of the enemy as if this is what I deserve because no. That's what Jesus died for. That's what he died for. So I went in on the crow for everybody that I could think of that has been attacked and gone through things and all these things. I went in on that crow. I was like, you're so basic. And as I started talking about it, it starts like doing this and it can't go up. I'm like, see, look. And then it goes only up a little bit and then it sits on top of the little thing, but it can't go that high. I was like, you can't even fly that high. Why would you go after what it's just doing what it knows how to do is to soar? All because you have nothing else to do. But to go after what just had a moment of weakness. To go after an eagle that was laying low for a second. I don't know why the eagle was down low. I've never seen an eagle come down that low in my entire life. I don't know why. But does it give permission to that crow to attack the territory of that eagle's life and legacy? No, it does not. I'm telling you right now, I'm speaking on behalf of the Father. You are not to accept any more words that have been spoken over your life that were not thus saith the Lord. You are not to walk in a mediocre version of yourself anymore when God has called you to be greater. You are not your past, you're not even your present, you are your future. You are not to be held to what once was when God said, I've already handled that. Let it go. Move on to my best days that I have for you. I'm going to read this last little thing, passage of the book. And yeah. Yep. Okay, cool. I want everybody to stand up. Actually, don't worry, I'm not laying hands today. Unless he says later what at the end. But I want everyone to come, just line up in this area of the altar. I'm going to speak these affirmations over you. So come down here for me, please. Only if you're ready. Now, only come if you're ready. Only come if you are serious about changing your thought process concerning